Welcome to Not Your Man's Sports Podcast.
The podcast where two long distance besties spill the tea on fantasy football, game day drama, and everything in between. My name's Andrea.
And I am Ashley, and we are officially through another week of football, like week 6. I can't even believe it. So, right?
It's crazy.
Week 6. Um,
It's crazy. Time
so
is flying when you're having fun or not fun.
yeah, I mean, some of us maybe want more time for some of our fantasy teams and less time for others of our fantasy teams. So I don't know.
Yes. What a week it has been, guys. We have so much to catch up on. So
Yes,
many thoughts and feelings. Really strong feelings.
very strong feelings. And I feel like we're at the point of the season now where there's like a clear divide of like you can tell who's going to be like a playoff contender versus who is definitely like on the struggle bus. And that
There you
goes
go.
from like real, like in real life teams as well as our fantasy teams.
Well, I know where I stand for some of those fantasy things. So, should we give a quick fantasy update?
Yeah, let's do a fantasy update for our teams. Which one do you want to start with? Because I had an exciting game in one and then a not so exciting game in the other one.
Let's start with our matchup. So me and Ashley played each other this week, and my team forgot that they were playing Ashley. They just never showed up, which is actually really sad when you're excited to like have a matchup with someone. You're like, oh my God, it's gonna be great. Ooh. You're like, let's talk about it.
Big dick energy right here.
Okay, father figure.
Father.
If
Well, I
if
mean,
you listen to the Taylor Swift song of father figure.
oh, I haven't listened, but
Oh,
it is funny because I my name in our league is Ref's good girl, so there is that. But yeah, so but I think like sometimes that happens is like you have a good team and then nobody shows up.
and then I'm slowly just starting to get hit with the injuries. So
Yeah, there is
we'll
that.
see how it goes.
My team didn't have like a really like exceptional game. Like I look at for example, like your husband had like 170 points or something just like surreal. And my team just scored probably like what was it? I had 108 points. So it's not like my team had like a great like it's an average week I would say for fantasy.
But they showed up.
Yeah. But
That's what
your
counts.
team unfortunately did not.
No, they forgot they were playing. So, womp womp. But we did have a winner in our league. Our dear Brett, the person who had the worst team in the league, has won his first game, and we are so proud. Honestly, the sad thing is, if I would have played him, he would have beat me as well, because that's how little my team did not show up. But he won his first game.
Shout out
Round of applause. Shout
So
out,
like
Brett.
backstory on Brett, we had another guy in the league and he just wasn't like very active or anything. And this is our keeper league. So this guy had the his team for like several years or whatever. I don't even know anymore how many years we're on this, right? Like 3 years. And he kind of exited the league just because he wasn't super active. And Brett inherited his team. And it is the worst team that you have ever seen in your life. Like, I feel really bad. And there's like definitely conversations now about if somebody inherits a team in the future, like what can we do to make it a little bit more fair? Because like Brett just like was given a really bad hand. So Brett won. Unfortunately, he lost the median, so he did just win one of the games.
Fun. But honestly, he needs to tank to get the top players. So,
Yeah.
like, if he wants the best player in the draft, he needs to tank. So, like, let this be his one win so he can get the best player in the draft and
Yeah, like
hopefully make his team better.
maybe a couple wins here and there, but like definitely don't get into like second place or
No,
like the second to last place, so ninth place in this league. Because he needs all of the help he can get.
all of the help
Poor guy. Like
for that.
I know I we've had like many conversations on this side and like I've talked with your husband, I've talked obviously mine, like we'll like rage text but then not send it in the chat, but we're all just trying to figure out a way to make this like more enjoyable so Brett isn't just having like a frustrating hobby because he deserves to be competitive as well. So congrats Brett, we love it. May you tank still so you can get the number one pick.
And then going to our redraft league, I played my younger sister today or this past week, and she was actually here in town this weekend, which has been fun. And I beat her. And my team also barely showed up, but at least hers showed up less than mine.
I saw that because I was like, what is going on with Andrea's teams? Like your team as like a like collective,
The Andrea team universe decided that this was the weekend we didn't want to show up.
it was not for you.
This was not my weekend.
Yeah,
Maybe it's not my weekend, but it's going to be my year. I'll
maybe.
turn left.
So you technically went like 1-1 with fantasy and
Yeah.
or slash 1-2 if you no,
Yeah,
yeah.
with median. Yeah, with the median because I lost the game and lost the median. Worst case scenario.
So terrible, terrible thing.
Terrible fantasy week. I'm over it.
In our redraft league, I was a little concerned because I played Gina again. Shout out Gina. I don't know you personally, but you did really well. We started the week with Scattebo, like totally just going off, and I was like, I am so screwed this week. Like, we'll see what happens. Um, I ended up beating her by 2 points last night, and this is because of Jaden Daniels. Though he did have a fumble at the end of the game, and I was like, do not make me lose to Gina. So our redraft league, I'm 2-4, so I'm kind of not like holding my breath at this point. Like there's still
Mhm.
time, but like how much time? You know what I mean? Like if
Yeah.
everyone keeps winning and I keep on like being very mediocre, there's not time for
I'm
me.
literally right there with you, 2-4.
Yeah. We have the same
Mhm.
record there. And then in the other league, we used to have the same record and now we do not.
No, we do not. Now I have gone very, very low.
Yeah.
I
That
think my
double
husband
loss
has
really
surpassed me.
hurts.
The double loss really hurts.
Yeah.
I'm
So if we
looking
look
now.
at your place in the keeper league, you
Oh
dropped
man,
all
I'm
the way
barely
down.
sneaking into the playoffs now.
Oof. Well, you better
Mm,
you better sneak in fast because there's some people below you I do not want to see in the playoffs. And not like personally, like it's a more on a personal level, not my team doesn't want to see them. Like I just don't want to see them in there because I got
same,
some shade for them.
same.
So, and we won't name names because
We
now
won't name them.
now the word's out to our redraft league that we have a podcast. Nobody, I don't think many people knew except for like
No,
a handful of people.
except for our faithful listeners. You know who you are.
Shout out, guys. You're still not coming
Shout
on.
out, guys. Hi. Maybe one day.
Maybe.
We'll be like those videos where have some of those like videos where the girls are like, if I get 50,000 subscribers or likes, my husband's gonna buy me this. And I'm like, go off, girl.
You know what?
So
Maybe
maybe
that's our
we'll have something
goal.
like that.
Yeah, if we get 50,000 subscribers, you know who you are. We'll invite you on the pod.
We'll invite you on.
So you better start pimping us out
Yeah.
or making a lot of
The-
fake accounts.
a lot of
Please,
podcasts.
please don't do that.
No,
Just pimp us out,
that's
but
bad.
the fake accounts. That's weird.
Yeah, that's fair.
So anyways,
So
fantasy, congrats, Brett. Andrea, rough week. Me,
moving on.
I'm good. We're gonna keep it pushing though. So
Keep it, we're gonna keep it rolling. We're keep it rolling.
we gotta roll. So,
I'm very excited to do our recap this week.
ooh. Well, I'm excited too because I thought it was like a very fun week of football, even though I was like,
Hmm.
full transparency. Okay, so with the Broncos playing early, and my husband's like a Broncos fan, he got up early and watched his team, and then he wanted to be productive like the rest of the day. And I was like, whoa, where is this coming from? So we were like building furniture, we were hanging stuff, we were like,
Not at
so
all.
second window, I got like true second window of games, so the 2 p.m. games in the Mountain Standard Time.
Hmm.
Those were like hit or miss. Like it was on TV and I was catching some of them and some of them I wasn't. But I'm excited because from what I caught, we had a good week. We had like a lot of really close games too.
We did have a lot of close games.
So, so saying that, um, let's do on the clock of the week. Just a reminder, we are trying to get, what is it, like 9 minutes or something? I don't
8 minutes? Let's see how it goes.
9 minutes. Let's try to get under 9 minutes. And good luck to us because this was an action-packed week with a lot of teams. And then some teams, like, sorry, if you didn't matter that much. All right. So, Andrea, will you be the one to kick us off for On the Clock?
I will gladly kick us off. Starting with the Eagles and the Giants, 34 to 17. Question: are the Eagles imploding as the former Super Bowl champions have now lost their second game in a row? Also, Dart and Scattebo are the frat bros you drank with in college, as I have now only seen a lot of videos of Scattebo banging his head against walls. So, future concussions of America. I don't know what we're doing. Also, Jackson Dart. We all want someone to look at us the way Brian Dable looks at Jackson Dart. Love. He can't get a Josh Allen, but he can get a Jackson Dart. He's like, Dart, you're saving my career, bro.
And then after that, we had the Sunday morning game was the Broncos and Jets. Again, my husband is a Broncos fan. I decided to sleep in, and I would definitely rather run the Chicago Marathon than have watched that game because that was one of the ugliest scores in the history. The Broncos won 13 to 11, and those poor fans who paid to watch that nonsense, like, mm, mm-mm. So
Before London fans, all they wanted was a ticket, and they got,
give them a better game, please.
please. Ooh. Moving on to the Browns and the Steelers. Still in Gabriel's second game. I feel like Shador is going to be a starter either this upcoming week or very soon into the future because I don't know if Gabriel's it.
He's
But
announced that he's the starter for week two,
oh,
or next week, not week two.
okay. Well, I lied. I didn't see that. So Ashley, right on the spot, we have Shador finally starting. She's super excited. Will you start him in your fantasy league?
No, because because that's the league I have Jalen Hurts and yeah, no, we're good.
Okay, so never starting Shador over Jalen, but he's an
Yeah,
option. Always
not
an
yet.
option. Not yet. Um, Aaron Rodgers, weirdly looking good. Maybe it was his off-season activities, or maybe he's vibing with the offense. I don't know, but as we know, the Browns defense does not look good.
Not at all. And then we have the Chargers and the Dolphins. I like this is like one of the things like I just cannot watch the Dolphins. Like, are they a serious team right now? Absolutely not. They're terribly painful to watch. However, Lad McConkey like crushed it. That was the only highlight I could probably have for that game. It's just like, and if he's available in your league somehow, some way, I don't know how he would pick him up. Get him.
Or
Trade
trade for
for
him.
him. And then we have the Pats and the Saints. Um, it's really weird because like the Pats, I just think of like post Tom Brady have not been statistically good at all. But is Drake May like actually good? Like he's looking very solid to me. So the Pats won 25 to 19. This was actually a pretty exciting game to watch. Um, but the Pats have an easy schedule for the rest of the year, so it will be exciting to see how they finish the season if they end up being one of those contenders for the playoffs. Diggs again did nothing. And in my notes over here, I said LOL from Ashley's fantasy team because I purposely started him versus Andrea since she is a Bills fan and Diggs is no longer with the Bills. But Spencer Rattler had like a good game. And like, wait, is he like actually good? Because I kept hearing the announcers like talking about him, and I was like, are we
They're like
sure?
hyping him up.
Are we sure?
Are
So
we sure he
maybe
can't
good.
win, but maybe he's good. Moving on to the Rams and the Ravens, 17 to 3. I think the Ravens are in trouble. I think we officially say they're in trouble. If Lamar does not come back like ASAP, I think they're in trouble because
Mhm.
they can't win without him.
Yikes.
Also, Derrick Henry hasn't done anything since the Bills game, which obviously have no run defense and we'll get to. But yeah, Ravens aren't looking good. Also, is Puka okay? He's had some injury issues. He's most likely out. They have a bye, but hopefully he'll be coming back. He's been looking really good this season, so hopefully it's not anything too bad because Rams with him are looking really good. Moving on to the Cards and the Colts, 27-31, with the Colts getting that dub again. But can we talk about everyone from the Colts getting hurt during warmups? What happened? Is it the turf? Why are we still playing on turf? Like, I don't understand. Like, there's so many injuries. How did all the Colts get hurt during warmups? I was just looking at my phone. It was like, hurt during warmups, hurt during warmups. I'm like, I think someone hurt themselves with a band during warmups. Like, who did voodoo witchery?
Can
I
we
don't
talk
know.
about the training staff? Like, what's going on? We shouldn't be hurt during the warm-ups.
They shouldn't be hurt during the warmups. It should be too stretch. But they're number one in the AFC. I do want to call out this really crazy stat though. Jacoby Brissett played for the Cardinals. He threw for like 300-ish yards. The last time Kyler did that was 2022. And this was without Marvin Harrison Jr. So is Kyler it? I know Jacoby is maybe not the best, but guys, 300 yards and making that your starter could hasn't done that in 3 years. Like, let's reevaluate.
Probably a good idea. And then we have the Seahawks versus Jags. I was hoping, so Seahawks won 20-12. I was hoping for a Trevor Lawrence, like, build that momentum after last Monday's game where he's scrambling. He's like having like a great game. But of course, he did Trevor Lawrence things and we did not see a win from them. JSN, however, is literally the best wide receiver in the NFL right now. You cannot tell me otherwise. That was another name I just kept hearing over and over again on Red Zone. And yeah, love to see it, right?
You
And
should come to my household. You'll hear it all the time too.
well, yes, you will, specifically in your household. And then we have happy birthday, Jerry Jones, because your Cowboys lost to my Panthers and you still are old and uncomfortable for me to watch. So Panthers win 30-27. Love to see it. The Panthers actually looked pretty good. Like, I feel like as somebody who's been very skeptical of Bryce Young since he was drafted, I feel like he's hitting a stride and I'm actually for it. I love to see the team clicking. Also, we will get a little bit into it, but Jerry Jones, you should have paid Rico Dowdle because he wanted revenge and
Got it.
he got it. And he got me a lot of points on one of our leagues.
Hey. Moving on to the Titans and Raiders. I've honestly nothing to say about this game. It just, did not look good. And the Titans fired their coach. So I feel like that's all we have to say. Titans fired their coach. So moving on to the 49ers and the Bucks. Baker Mayfield looks really good. The Bucks have no wide receivers and he's still winning. The 49ers are plagued with more injuries. Honestly, I think they saved CMC and now everyone's continuing to still be injured with the 49ers. There was a really crazy thing I did see on Instagram where Chris Collinsworth was hyping up Mahomes, being like, look at him running around. No one can scramble like he does. And then the second video was Baker literally did that the last game. So putting that nugget out there.
Baker's a scrambling quarter. Like, okay. Okay.
Scrambling queen.
He's a scrambling queen. We love it. Um, After that, we have Bengals versus Packers, 18-27. Honestly, I wasn't like super dialed into this game. However, Matthew Golden starting to come to life. Josh Jacobs again looked really good. Like I feel like he can't miss. Well, he can miss, but he's looking really good right now. Otherwise, it was just kind of a boring game unless you were a fan of either of those teams, if we're being honest.
Truly. Moving on to the Lions and the Chiefs. Um, no, they had no penalties for the Chiefs at all. There's a lot of very questionable calls. We're going to talk more about this next week. So put a pin in that. Chris Collinsworth should never call Chiefs games because Jesus Christ, is he up Mahomes' ass or something? Because he's just literally like, Mahomes, he does all these things so well, so breathy. I'm like, dude, stop. Or if he talks about any game, he always compares people to Mahomes. So he should never be calling Chiefs games. Honestly, the best part about the whole game was the fight at the end. Brian Branch starting a brawl. was literally everyone's thoughts and feelings on just wanting to punch someone in the face. And he got to do that. So, Brian Branch, I know you're not listening, but we're proud of you, boo. Thanks for taking one for the team.
And if you're listening, you can actually come on to the show if you want.
Yeah, you're allowed to. Let's talk to you all day, Brian. So come on down.
You can come on before any of our fantasy league.
And moving on to the Bills and the Falcons. I have nothing nice to say about this game because Drake London went off. I mean, Robinson went off. I'm going to be completely, or Bijan Robinson, why did I call him Brian Robinson? I was like, I knew that was wrong. They're making the Falcons look like they're a good team, and the Falcons are not a good team. The Bills defense never showed up. They're all injured. I think they need this bye week to reset and figure out, are you a playoff team? Are you going to give up your AFC title to the Patriots? Because you saw so many levels of frustration. Josh could not contain how frustrated he was, and he is leading the team. So many bad passes. We literally lost Josh Palmer. He didn't trust anybody else on the offense to throw it to. That's a problem. So get your shit together, Bills. You have a week. Let everyone heal. Let everyone like be frustrated. And also, our entire team went down during the game, also on turf. So NFL, let's have a conversation about turf again.
What's going on here? Um, and then to wrap it up with our second Monday night game, which oh my gosh, we'll get into that in a second. But our second Monday night game was Bears versus Commanders. I'll be honest, I was like, I saw this on paper and I was like, really, this is what we're gonna be doing. But it actually turned out to be a really good game. So Bears won 25-24. The big play at the end was the Bears in the last seconds. Jake Moody hit a field goal. Time expired. They won. This was exciting because, like, honestly, Jake Moody is like known to not be like the great, like he chokes in like clutch moments. And so this was like, even though it was like totally like within a like really good like range and like it could be a no-brainer for literally every
Thank
kicker
God.
in the league, it was Moody. And I was like, well, this isn't a given at all.
No,
Like this could go any way.
he could go into it.
So he hit the field goal for the win. It was kind of an exciting game. After I turned it on after the Bills Falcons finished, and that's what we got. So I'm stopping our clock. What do
How
you
do we
think
do?
we got?
11 minutes.
Oh, you're close.
Oh, man. Okay, we're going to get better, guys. We
We
just have a
always
lot
say
to
that, and
say.
then it's like 12.
It keeps getting worse. We're going to do better. We're setting ourselves a goal. Maybe we just need to talk faster. I
Yeah,
can talk fast in my raspy voice.
I think we just like get so excited. Maybe like there's things like for example, like the Titans Raiders. That was like so
Maybe
maybe
we
we
need to
just
cut
gotta
the
have
Titan
more games
Raiders.
that are just like, you know what, this was the score, nothing to report here.
Nothing to report, just one bullet. We'll get better. We'll figure it out,
We're
guys. More to
trying.
come. We're trying. We're
We're
just
just
trying.
girls.
Just girls, we're just trying.
So speaking of, so let's dive into some fantasy because we just talked about the two Monday night games. And like, first of all, like what the F? Because why are we scheduling like this? I would have preferred just to have one personally.
One and then another game at four. Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, like just put the like one of these games like, you know, Bears Commanders into like the 4 o'clock, 2 o'clock my time window. Like that would have just been better, I think. But I just don't really love like the double booking on a Monday. I just don't love it.
I don't either. I don't understand what they're trying to do. They're just trying to give us some more screen time, but like honestly, we work.
Yeah.
Guys, we're working. We're doing our best.
Yeah.
These two games, I don't know.
And for example, so the Bills game started at like 5:15 or whatever my time.
Yeah, true.
I had a client at like 6. And so I couldn't even, and Andrea was like texting me and I couldn't, like, I wasn't texting back because clearly, like, I was working. But like, I had a client, so I missed almost the whole game. Like, I think I saw most of the fourth when I got home. And like, that's unacceptable. Like, And then you think of like I'm in the mountain
Yeah,
region.
imagine how like West Coast feels.
Yeah. Yeah, like that's starting
Oh,
at 4. They're actually
yeah,
still working. And we used to work with people on the West Coast at the
yeah.
job, at our advertising job. They're still working at 4. So
They're still working at 4. I mean, you could be working till 6 and like miss most of the game.
yeah, and usually they are working until 6
Yeah.
in our experience
So
with them. So that really sucked. I don't love it. I also think like I'm all for like the international games. But like, look at some your husband's text in the chat right now.
I don't know.
I love the international games, but give them, like I was saying, give them better games because what the like I wouldn't
Like
pay.
make give us a good I know that it's gotten to the point in the year where they can't move the matchups around yet, but like the Monday night matchups are looking rough. The overseas games are looking rough. The Bengals are on always at prime time. Like, guys, we gotta move around the good games now because
Yeah.
if it was just like the Bills and the Falcons Monday, that would have been a rough game. Or just, I mean, honestly, the Bears and Commanders game would have been better. Who knew?
Who knew? On paper, like who knew?
On paper, you're like, what?
And also, how many times have the Chiefs been in a prime spot this season? Because I feel like they were Sunday night, and I feel like every week they're in like some type of prime spot, like a Thursday night, a Sunday night, a Monday night. Like let's get some other. I don't think my team has a Monday night, which they don't deserve one just yet. So I'm not saying they do. Like nobody come for me. I don't think the Panthers have a prime spot this season, which like
Bills
that's
have
fine.
a bunch, but also we're looking kind of rusty. So we gotta, if we don't figure our shit out, we don't deserve it either.
They might
So
be moved as well.
they might be moved if like, guys, if you don't get your shit together, you're about to be moved.
You guys are going to be demoted to the Patriots and Drake May.
That hurts my. I'm not ready for Boston fans. I'm not ready for them again. I feel like America can come together with as much as we hate the Chiefs, we're also not ready for Boston to be good again.
And I feel
Like
like that's
imagine,
every sport.
yeah, every sport in NBA, I stand by it. NBA, NFL, we're not ready for them to be good. Hockey, I'm sure the hockey people feel some type of way.
No.
All right. Well, speaking about the Chiefs, they're looking, I mean, they got a lot of missed calls, so ignoring that part, but they get Rashid Rice back. He's eligible to come back next week.
How do
Are
you
they
think
gonna?
they play him?
It wouldn't surprise me if they do.
Um,
But is it gonna make the flow go off? Because now that they've been playing for 6 weeks, is that gonna throw off their flow at all? Or are they just gonna plug and play him?
they're a really good plug and play team. However, I I do believe in karma. And like it's got to hit eventually. Like I think earlier in the season when the Chiefs were wearing like the free rice shirts with
And
a
they
lot of,
deserve to lose those games.
yeah, and there's a lot of other things that need to be like, like that came across as very tone deaf to me of like you're wearing that when like, other
Do you
people
guys know why he was suspended? Like, come on.
yeah, so I feel like they bring him back, but I also feel like maybe he doesn't have a major role for several weeks. I feel like he'll get on the field a little bit, but he's not going to be like the guy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's kind of what do you think? Like,
I I feel like they're gonna play him right away, but I do think he's not going to be like getting a ton of playing time. I think they need to re-ramp him back up and like make sure he doesn't get injured because like the last thing they want to do is play him a lot and have him get injured, which I mean that would be karma, but also
yeah.
I could see them kind of plugging and playing him, but I personally hope it throws off the flow.
I hope so too, but I also just don't enjoy watching the Chiefs at all. Like,
Me neither.
it kind of like I'm not even like they have done nothing to my Panthers. I just don't enjoy like their fans. I don't enjoy watching them. I don't enjoy their
I
players.
don't enjoy the refs.
Yeah. I don't enjoy Chris Collinsworth.
No. I don't enjoy Chris Collinsworth. I feel like a lot of people can get behind me in saying that because they hear what he says and they're like, guys, let's move on.
Yeah,
It's like
like
a
you're not
giant eye
enjoying
roll.
him. Like,
Yeah, like he like is like, how can I bring the Chiefs into this random matchup? He like thinks about it. Maybe he brings note cards.
yeah. I
Imagine him just bringing note cards of like Mahomes highlights. Just be like, what can I compare this person to?
I think he's obsessed with Mahomes and that's all he thinks about is just like, what is Mahomes doing right now? Is he
Maybe
thinking
he has
of me
like
too?
a Hey Arnold, like Helga shelf where he just like praises Mahomes and like the secret where he's like, except he's not mean to Mahomes in real life. He like obsesses, like, but maybe he still has like an obsession shelf. Yeah, he bows down to his quarterback leader.
That's so crazy. I look at so many of the other quarterbacks and like I'm just like, that's the one you picked. Like there's so many good quarterbacks.
We have a lot of really good quarterbacks, and they're all so young too.
Yeah. We're in a good time for quarterbacks.
I know.
We really have to talk about the Giants because this is something that I don't know. Like first of all, I never thought in my lifetime again that the Giants would be good. And I just like I think of that Eli Manning meme where it like zooms in on him on the box and he's just like not amused because like Peyton's like winning or whatever. Um
Hmm.
like I think that was the Super Bowl, but maybe. But um that's kind of my face with the Giants right now is like I'm really confused about what's going on. However, I mentioned to multiple people that they should pick up Dart. They didn't because they thought I was like Giants. They thought I was like being like,
I picked him up.
yeah, it's
It's
smart.
it's smart because he's playing really well. The Giants organization, they're so concerned about Jackson Dart that literally everyone went in to follow him into the concussion protocol tent. And you can't go in there, just in case you guys are curious. You're not, if you are a coach, you can't go into the concussion protocol tent because it takes away from that oh man, I'm blanking on the
A
words, but it
neutral
takes, yeah,
space.
the neutral, like it's like a neutral set of people that actually give the evaluation, and you can't have a coach come in and like skew, be like he's fine, and like rush him back. So everyone goes in, Scattebo is going in, and then it's like at the very end of the game, it's like the frat boys unite. It's like we know these guys. These are guys we hung out with in college.
Yeah. I
We
always
might still be friends with those people.
we actually probably are. I like looking at our fantasy teams. But anyways, I thought it was funny because when the tent went up and he went in, like everyone was going in, like there were multiple staff, and I was like, damn, how big is that tent? Like, I want to go in there. Like, it was just,
You
I don't know,
guys
it's
having a
super
party?
fun. I saw a really funny meme about like Scatterboos, like the wide receiver or the running back who like eats crayons, and then you have like Christian McCaffrey, who's like literally like a studied like elite like running back. So I'm just like, it's so funny. Like there's two worlds. There's like the Scataboos and and the Christian
The
McCaffrey.
dichotomy between the two is wild.
And then Dart, like looking at this guy with his like diamonds, and I'm just like, who are these? And his helmet looks way too big for him. I'm like, he's like a child, but I don't know. I'm having fun watching them. I'm having fun with all the memes and stuff that are coming out for them.
Yeah,
I'm not ready for the Giants to be good.
no. Honestly, how do you think the Jets fans feel? So like those Jersey, I'm gonna call them Jersey because guys, it's not New York. Those New Jersey, New York fans who are the Jets fans probably wish that they were Giants fans right now.
Yeah. They're like
One's happier than the
looking
other.
and they're like, help us, help,
Like, hi,
get us
let
a
us
quarterback.
let us in.
Get
Yeah,
us
get us a
like
quarterback.
get us a duo like this. We want it so bad.
They
I,
have the talent, they just don't have the quarterback.
I just never thought there would be another day where I'm like excited after like OBJ and like all of his like crazy antics. I never thought there would be another day I'd be excited to like watch the Giants in like recent-ish history to that, if you know what I mean. So, um, but yeah, I don't think Scataboo could even spell CTE. So like
No,
that man, like I don't know. Is he good? I don't think he is, but like
more to come.
yeah, TBD. And then I added just something for our fantasy, just for selfish reasons, because I would feel terrible if I did not mention this. Cam Newton had his jersey retired in Auburn this past weekend. So just shout out Cam because that's my boy. I literally love seeing him. I actually do want to watch his show that he's has coming out. So it's like a later night sports show, which is exciting. But yeah, shout out Cam. I miss you. Please just retire from the league so that the Panthers can also do the same for you because you were like, we can't like include him. There's like legal things of like, we can't include him in marketing and stuff because he's still active in the league. And that's part of why he's not retiring is so that the Panthers don't use his image to benefit off of him basically. So obviously a lot of relationships need to be mended there, but I do want him to retire because I do also think that the Panthers fans, as well as like a lot of people in the league, just want to remember him as like Superman Cam. And
That
yeah.
good moment of time.
So shout out Cam, miss you, love you. Come back. Actually, don't come back. Stay retired. Stay doing what you're doing. Don't come back, please. But yeah, those are my years. So all right, so that's all we have this week. So let us know how your in real life team did, how your fantasy team did. Share us with all of your baddie friends. And
And may your team stay healthy and injury free. Bye, guys.
bye.
Bye, guys. Have a good week.